Welcome to my YouTube channel, Dave D Fishing. So in this video we're going to be fishing for smelt. So first I got to go catch some bait, which usually involves me getting my shoes wet or falling in the water. So first we get the shrimp, and then we're going to do some daytime fishing off a pier nearby, and then we will go nighttime fishing. So I just wanted to do the daytime portion first so you can sort of see what I'm doing. So enjoy the video. Alright, just swinging the bait out there. And this bait will fall back towards me in an arc very slowly. I changed the sinker to a 1/4 ounce to help slow it down because the weather's actually decent out. You swing it out, controlled manner so it doesn't get all tangled. And you put the rod down and that's it, and wait for a bite. Here's what a smelt bite looks like on the cane fiberglass pole. Very, very subtle. There's a smelt. There you go. There's a smelt right there. Nice little smelt. With time and practice, you will begin to see what a smelt bite looks like on that cane fiberglass pole. It takes time, so don't get too frustrated with it, and just pay attention to the rod at all times. Alright guys, so that was 15 minutes of smelt fishing. Not bad. So I'm going to try a little bit longer. Yeah, so no big smelt today, which happens, it's okay. The 5 to 6 inch smelt, I actually prefer them. They're really good. They fry up really nice and the bones get nice and crunchy and you can eat the whole thing. Got something nice on here. Might be a striper. Oh, what is that? Oh my, what the heck? It's a shad, I think. Big one. Alright guys, so I just caught a shad. This is one of the bycatch that you will get when you're smelt fishing. I use 6-pound test on my spinning rod, and that seems to be enough for these larger bycatch, stripers and that type of thing. So we're gonna get him back in the water. This is a pretty nice fish. It's probably about 18 inches or so. So let's dump him back in the water. There's one right there, the sabiki. There are a lot of silver sides over here now, and I'm sort of wasting a lot of bait, so I'm only going to catch a couple more, and I'm going to save the rest of the bait for tonight. Oh, feels a bite. Holy smokes. Really? They're farther out now. Huh. So this is why I bring 2 different types of rods, because sometimes the smelt are farther out and they're on the bottom, and the cane pole or fiberglass pole that you're using isn't really well suited for that, whereas the spinning rod is a little bit more useful and versatile. Like they're almost 20 feet out right now and on the bottom, and this thing definitely is not fun to use that type of depth and range. They're still biting it, but this thing barely hit the bottom out there and I caught one almost immediately. Smelt fishing is nowhere near as good as it once was. The last time I remember it being really good, I'm only 33, but I remember I think I was in 11th grade, so that would have been 2007, and I do remember I caught a full bucket of smelt. That was a long time. That was a while ago though, but they're starting to come back. They fixed a lot of the herring run, the bottoms of the herring runs where they spawn, and it's definitely made a difference over the past couple years. Man, killing me. They might be really small smelt. The hooks that I'm using on the fiberglass cane pole over there, they're a little bit bigger than the sabiki rig, so I'm naturally gonna lose more fish, but I am getting more bites on it. So I'm probably weeding out all the smaller fish on the cane pole. Okay guys, so you get the point of the smelt fishing with this fiberglass pole. So idea of it is you swing that bait out there in an arc, and then once it hits the water, you can put the rod down if you want, and it'll swing back towards you. And you can put the rod down if you really want and just watch for the bites, or you can hold the rod. Some people like to use two cane poles, one on either side of them, and sort of wait for the bite. They get to put it on the dock, or they can again hold both those rods if they're getting a lot of bites. The drawback to the fiberglass cane pole is distance and depth. This cane pole I think is like 9 feet long, and if you're fishing in 20 feet of water with it, it'd be easier to use a reel, obviously. But I always bring a spinning rod like over here, and then you could bring a fiberglass cane rod or whatever with you for fun. But the spinning rod overall, if you're going to bring one rod with you and you're not trying to just mess around with the cane poles, bring a spinning rod with you. It's way more versatile. You could hit a bunch of different areas. So if I wanted to cast out 50 feet and jig back towards me, I can do that. Or if a school of mackerel comes about, I can cast towards them. If you get a striper, anything that might pull drag, spinning rod's obviously more useful. So yeah, so we're gonna wrap this up. I caught a couple smelt. I think I got like 20 so far, so it's not bad. I've only been here half an hour, and again, smelt fishing is not what it used to be, where you can go out and go fill buckets. There are places where it does really well. Last year was really good as far as the smelt fishing. This year we'll see what it turns into, but smelt fishing has gotten better. So all right guys, now to the night fishing. Got something interesting here. All right, so here is a grubby sculpin. Right here, lots of spines, so you gotta be careful with these things. Big giant mouth, they love stealing your bait. There he is right there. I'm gonna chuck him back. I saw this fish swimming just at the edge of the light underneath the dock. I dropped my sabiki to it, and luckily he bit. Goodness. Look at the size of that thing. This is a beautiful, probably 8-inch long smelt right here. Got him on the sabiki. Little cut piece of shrimp on there. Beautiful little fish. They'll make an excellent dinner. Behold, another bait stealer. So this is a sea perch, aka Bergal. Bait stealers, these things commonly swallow your hook, so you got to be quick if you feel any nibble at all when you're fishing for smelt. Give it a swing so you don't lose your hooks to these guys. So same family as the tautog, pretty similar shape for the most part, and these things actually do taste good. I usually will keep the much larger ones, like 10-inch plus ones. This is probably 7 inches or so, so I'm going to chuck him back. Oh, it's a herring. Some sort of herring. Might be a blueback, I believe, so yeah. These things can be obnoxious when you're smelt fishing. You can't fill up your whole sabiki rig, lose a lot of baits to them. They swallow the hooks, so tossing him back. I can't believe that fiberglass pole hasn't gotten any bites. It's crazy. Uh-oh, we're getting a bite on that cane pole. Depending on what rig you're using, whether it be on the cane pole, fiberglass pole, or your spinning rod, if the sinker is ahead of the hooks, you're going to get a much lazier, slower bouncing bite. If you use a sinker below the hooks, the bite is going to appear much sharper on the rod tip. Bite on that cane pole. It's a very slow bounce. Let's reel it in quick. Oh my god, look at the size of that thing. Oh my goodness. I gotta show you guys this thing. This thing's huge. He got hooked with 2 hooks. Hungry little guy. It's a big fish. The size of my hand. It's a big fish. On the top. Oh wow, and it went through the bottom one. That is one of the biggest smelt I've ever caught. One of the biggest ones, but yeah, it's a big boy right there. So once the tide started going out, the cane pole, fiberglass poles started getting more bites. So I just left the cane pole off to the side and I used a sabiki rig with it just to up my catch quantity, and it seemed to be working fine. See if it's a smelt. It's a smelt. It's a smelt. Oh, I got 2. Oh, no, I got 1. They keep... Oh, he fell off again. What the heck? Look what I got here. So this right here is a Tommy cod. Obviously a relative of the cod. These things actually fight pretty good. They taste pretty good. This is not a huge one. I've caught ones like double the size of this thing, but it's probably like a 9-inch fish or so. So these taste excellent. So species number 4. Is big Tommy cod number 2. If I catch a bunch of these, I'll be totally happy as well. So yeah, good sized Tommy cod. Oh, now the smelt. That's a little smelt right there. Not a huge one, it's probably like 5 inches or so, but still, dinner. Oh. Got him. Ooh, something just gripped. Wow. Oh my, look at the size of these smelt, kid. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that's a nice one right there. Whoa. I know you probably can't see that, but got a little Tommy cod on the cane pole / fiberglass pole. Nailed that thing. So when using this rig with the sinker ahead of the hooks, you have to be watching your rod, paying attention, and looking for those very subtle bites, especially when it's windy out. You'll get the hang of it. Just be patient and just try and hook, and you never know, you might actually hook the fish or you might not, but you will figure out how to go about using these poles. There we go. And there's your smelt. There it is. Cane pole's killing it now. Okay guys, so you reached the end of this smelt fishing video. I hope you enjoyed it, or at least found it entertaining. I love smelt fishing. It is definitely one of my favorite pastimes, more so than most other fish I go for. It's calm. There's not a lot of crowds you have to deal with besides other fellow fishermen if they're around, but even if there are a lot of other smelt fishermen around, usually it's pretty calm, pretty tame. You guys joke around and just sort of sit and enjoy being outside. So if you want, I can just do a straight out smelt fishing video where I don't talk at all. I can just hopefully catch a bunch of smelt. I was surprised in this video where there were smelt biting in the daytime at this spot. I haven't caught smelt in this particular spot the last couple of years, day or night. And I decided to go there just to show you guys some smelt fishing in the daytime, and it worked out. I didn't plan on it working out, but it was just pure dumb luck. Nighttime was fun too. I was catching larger smelt at night. The incoming tide wasn't so good. The slack tide wasn't good. Once the tide started going out, I was doing better. There were a lot larger smelt that I was catching at night. But again, if you enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys want to see, learn, questions, whatever. And hopefully, if I can't answer questions, maybe someone else can chime in and help me out. All right, guys, thank you.